Q&A from the Chinese devs. So disclaimer, it's from China. Blizzard NA has many times very clearly stated that China is developed different from North America. We're going to look into it because we always speculate on the China stuff. Some of it comes to North America, not all. I also think it's just interesting to see what the Chinese NetEase devs basically have to say, because there's a whole lawsuit going on between Blizzard and NetEase, etc., and there's the shenanigans there. With all that being said, we're about to look into it. Today is the launch of Diablo 4. So if you see either a couple of D4 videos, like I've been saying forever, popping up, don't panic. Going back to Immortal afterwards, we might even do a D4 live stream on this channel. That being said, I will be live as of the posting of this video on twitch.tv/Darth Microtransaction. It will be in the pinned comment and the description. You just have to click on the link. I will be live there right at the start for the D4 excitement. If you want to see the launch, I'm also giving away 2 Ultimate Editions of Diablo 4. One when I hit 50, one when I hit level 100. So if you want a chance of winning the game as well, probably I'm going to hit level 50 laterally today. So there's some of those giveaways going on as well to followers of the Twitch channel. Pretty much that simple. With that being said, let's get into the developer Q&A today. Now, I actually haven't read this yet, so you're going to be getting sort of my live reaction here. There is a new dev Q&A published on social media. Previously, I have not posted the link to the original website because the post got removed, so I'll not include the link here for safety reasons. Okay, not important. Here are the main takeaways. So this is a sort of somebody else's takeaway of effectively what is going on, so we're going to read through this. I think actually there's a better version. Here, this is translated from the data miner himself. He's got this website thing going on. I'll put a link to this too as well. Key takeaways from the Q&A section. The annual expansion is named Destruction and Rebirth, representing the imminent crisis and introduction of a new class storylines. Here, let me remove the alerts for Twitch are popping up there. So we have a new Destruction and Rebirth type of thematic. A new class, obviously we know Blood Knight, storyline, zone systems, and gameplay are coming up. So a whole bunch of stuff. Anniversary Celebration will feature a remote island, classic characters, 6 new Helicory demons, a new PvP gameplay. That's what we're all really excited for, and more exciting content. The Anniversary expansion will introduce adjustments to the Hell difficulty, including the ability for players 1 to 8 to play together. That's what we've seen prior. A new difficulty system called Inferno difficulty with a separate ranking. So probably some kind of ramping combat rating system or something, I would imagine. New class introduced, mysterious character with royal background. They say more uncover during the Shadow reveal. Again, looks like it's going to be a Shadow Knight in China. They can't have blood in games in China. It's illegal. In North America, it looks like it's going to be called the Blood Knight. The class change process will be optimized, allowing free class change attempts and automatic transformation of equipment to match the new class. Hopefully, that is strength to intelligence, intelligence to strength. I've been bitching and moaning about this literally since the start of the game. When we have the class change, you should be able to transfer your set gear over and not have to re-farm it. We've all been complaining about this. As a matter of fact, that might be referencing that. Let us continue. Hidden Lairs be improved by converting the daily gem acquisition limit to a weekly limit, providing a 100% drop rate for normal gems through quests and defeating bosses. Immortals and Shadow Clan's balance, growth, and reward will be addressed, ensuring proportional benefits for Immortal players and changing the Deeds of Valor reward distribution to be the meeting requirements of the ranks. So effectively, Shadows have a massive advantage in terms of badge. Not only can they get 12%, whereas Immortal literally cannot unless you're the Immortal, but it's way easier to do so because of the way the exceptional and all that works within the Shadow. So for this reason, it looks like they're making it where it's viable to be an Immortal now in terms of badges, because basically being Immortal was more or less just worse, only for bragging rights. PvP experience will be optimized with regular balance adjustments. Love to hear that, to each class. Optimization of matchmaking mechanisms and attribute compression in the new seasonal mode. I don't know what the new seasonal mode will be. They did state on Reddit previously that there is a new seasonal mode coming to the Battlegrounds, and we've seen something called curse levels and seasonal mode to PvE as well, so we don't know how that's going to translate once we're still waiting on the official North America blog. The first act, Lilith's Descent, will open on June 8th, followed the new West March Anniversary Festival in June. The new class will be introduced in July. That is exciting. So we have Blood Knight's going to be the real excitement, but I mean, we have a whole new act essentially coming in June 8th. The goal is to provide a high-quality, enjoyable gaming experience in Diablo Immortal through significant changes in the upcoming. So here's the actual Q&A session. This will be translated, so we're going to kind of pick our way through here. We're going to look at this. Shelters to come. Let's see here. For example, we implemented faster leveling, catch up, reduced mandatory part of the requirements. So this is what they've done here. Let's go to the Q&A session here. First of all, why is this year's annual expansion Destruction Rebirth? It's the largest update since the game's launch, internally referred to as Diablo Immortal 2.0. Really? 2.0, that's a big claim. It is truly the first expansion update. Ooh, okay. The time frame will span from June to July, bringing adventurers unprecedented new content, extensive optimization rewards. I hope some of the optimization includes fixing the bugs that are crashing. For instance, PC in Vault is still crashing from what I'm aware, so I hope that's on the plate here. As for the meaning behind Destruction and Rebirth, Destruction represents the imminent grades crisis Sanctuary will face, while Rebirth refers to the series of new collaboration storylines, map systems, and gameplay. Okay, so this is just kind of lore concepts. We're not actually getting new information in here. Let's continue. Anniversary celebrations coming. Is there any content that can be revealed in advance? Classic characters of all generations will make an appearance. We did see that, Tyrell is going to be coming to the game. I think Bell and some other PvP, or not PvP, PvP's on the mind. Other classic demons and primevos and stuff like that will be coming to the game. There's a brand new zone waiting for your exploration and conquest. Additionally, for players who enjoy PvP battle, there will be a new gameplay PvP mode introduced during the anniversary celebration. So this is very soon. I mean, we're talking within a week here. So it looks like most of these are going to be what we've already established in terms of this right here. Okay, so this is the takeaway. So that was a good breakdown by the Data Miner. I'm not going to read through all of this. I'll actually just link to this. If you're more curious, you can read through the actual responses of the Q&A itself, but the breakdown looks like it basically broke down everything in the Q&A. So effectively, it's what we've been thinking is coming. We have new PvP modes. We have Data Mine to show the Blood Knight is obviously coming in July. And Shadow Knight in China. We have Lilith herself. It seems to be some kind of event that's coming with a Diablo 4 themed event. Again, we'll be live streaming Diablo 4 here in just a couple hours. It comes out, so we'll be live streaming it on twitch.tv/Darth Microtransaction. Please join that if you want to see that. And the most important one, which I don't think I actually mentioned here, not maybe the most important, but one of the most important, Hidden Lairs will be improved by converting the daily gem acquisition limit to a weekly limit and providing a 100% drop rate for normal gems. That's actually a really interesting one. I think I might have skipped over that one when initially reading it, because getting normal gems is very difficult. And if you can run this up like set items where effectively you can stack multiple days worth and then go do Hidden Lairs and get them all at once, this makes people like me who haven't really been grinding Hidden Lairs more interested in doing so. So actually, that could be a pretty big quality of life buff. I hope they do focus on quality of life and making it a little bit easier for casual. Like with Diablo 4 coming out, I want to spend 10 hours a day grinding Diablo 4. Obviously, I got the second channel I'm working on. But then I don't really want to stop playing it more though and fall behind. But if this was a different mobile game, I could either have auto battle going on, or I could literally farm like an hour a day and still be able to catch up. Immortal is like basically a Diablo game where you have to farm hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. And things like the tower are one of the only actual passive generation in terms of resources we've seen, which I actually liked quite a bit because I feel like it did actually help. So more things to help out casuals I think will always be nice. Obviously, I'm inspired for that too, because I don't want to play 15 hours a day right now with the other games being out, but I think a lot of other players are in the same type of boat. I think for the more hardcore people, though, the PvP experience is probably what everyone's excited for, that and the new class, and then hopefully they do make the strength and intelligence classes interchangeable, as that has been a very common request. Overall, update looks pretty W. It's hard to take any of it serious because it's for China and it's the Chinese devs public release. But I did think they were going to publicly release a full blog. I thought they mentioned on the 1st, which is today, might not be out yet, or I might have just missed it, a Blizzard blog stating all of the changes coming to the game. So we should have that pretty soon, and I will cover that when that comes out. See you guys on Diablo 4 live stream. Love you all. Have a good day.